By Jorin's bumhole, it's me, Bimblin Bloodaxe of the Lonely Mountain. Join me here in my Lord of the Rings online playthrough as I help the Free Peoples banish the shadows of Angmar from Eriador. Cool. Right, last episode I said we're going to talk to Ultan, and I didn't, but we're going to do it now.
What do you want?
You say you're a champion, Bimblin, but I have to tell you that I've never heard of you. What great deeds have you performed? None that I have seen, and still there is great danger in the surrounding countryside. I will recognise you as a champion only if you can slay 3 of the evils that threaten this town of men. I give you their names and their favourite haunts, and ask only that you end them and return to me. With the use of these notes, a real champion would be able to bring safety to these lands and inspire the people with words of his deeds. Oh, right. Trying it on, are you? Well, I'll show you. I don't know where any of these are. So there's one in the Midgewater Marshes. There's one in the Southgard Ruins. And there's one in the old Greenway Fort. Right, we'll get round to this. They're all over the shop. We'll do the one in the Midgewater Marshes, actually. Seeing as I don't want to go back that way. In the future. So we'll do that. I can't remember where he is. I'm sure I've done this quest before, but I can't remember where he is. I know where Southgard Ruins are. I know where the old Greenway Fort is. So, yeah, they'll be easy to find. The 2 that are in those 2 places. This guy in the Midgewater Marshes. No, can't remember doing it. Mind you, saying that, I'll get near to wherever it is and I'll go, oh, I remember now. That's it. Yeah. So we can all look forward to that. Me sounding like a complete dimwit. Well, more than normal. Anyway. Right, Eldo. Put your leg over yet. Rowan branches. Copper. Yes, update. We're on 37 gold and I've been buying stuff. So that's not too bad, is it? That's not too bad. And I'll also show you something else this episode. If you're a casual player, like I am, I'll show you where you can get some decent gear. And it's pretty much free. It's no good if you're into raiding and all that sort of palaver, then obviously it's not going to be any good for you. You need high-end gear for doing stuff like that. But if you just casually like playing the game, like I'm playing the game, it's perfectly serviceable stuff, and it'll save you having to go to the auction house, or just relying on drops, or even making crafting gear. As you know, I'm not big on crafting myself. I could craft my own armour, for example, but I prefer to sell. I prefer to sell the raw materials, if I'm completely honest. Speaking of crafting and raw materials and what have you, yes, I'm journeyman in everything now. I'm master journeyman in everything. So master journeyman scholar, master journeyman prospector, master journeyman metalsmith, and master journeyman forester. So we're up to expert. So I'll be working on that eventually. But as it stands, we'll be just doing the journeyman stuff from now on. So it'll all be like barrow iron and I mean, all this is copper, but it's just because we're going back to the Midgewater Marshes again. Right, he's over. I bet he's where? He's in the middle of this camp, isn't he? Zerpok. I can see it now. So it'll be around here somewhere. Those other two jokers. Oh no, he's a bit further across. He's a bit further across. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what? I don't remember this at all. He must be round here somewhere. Is that him there? Nope. Let's check the old map. Yep. He's meant to be around here. I can't see him. Can you? Let's just kill a few. Perhaps he'll turn up. Might be one of those where you've got to kill a few and then he'll turn up. You know, like Lobelia the Toad. Or some other clowns. We killed him. We've got to wait for him to respawn. White hand guard. Don't often see them here. They're more lone lands. See, it's level 23. God, here we go. Oh, is this him? So they turn up. Nice. The white hand guard. So we got there in the end. We did have to kill a few people. Goblin Slayer. This is odd. Oh, that's defeat them. I must count as being in the lone lands here. We'll get to the lone lands, but at least we've started that off. Ooh, I found a polished pendant. The pendant sparkles in the sun. There is no goblin. This is no goblin-made item. The craft is too symmetrical and clean. Someone has recently lost this item. Perhaps Candace or somebody at the Forsaken Inn knows something of this object. Again, that will be a Lone Lands quest. We will do that another time. Let us get back to Bree. So, yes, I cannot remember killing that goblin ever. And I've played Champions before. I must have killed it, but I don't remember. The other two I vaguely remember, but not that one. Well, it's quite easy. Just follow your mini-map. The arrows on your mini-map, they'll help you out. And if you ever get to a place on the mini-map, get to where the quest ring is, and you can't find whatever it is, then just kill a few things. Sometimes that makes them spawn. Right, let's head back. I tell you what, why don't we just use our return to Bree? Save ourselves some time. Yes, because I want to talk to Strider. He's going to point us towards Buckland, I believe, if I recall correctly, and we're going to be going that way anyway. So do that. Remember, immediate left, then right, second carpet, right again, and that's Strider's room.
We must move quickly.
You have returned and just in time. Much has happened since you left, but I have had little time to relate it. The tidings you have brought me will be of great use to my men here in Breeland, but there is a more immediate threat we must deal with now. While you were away, those same Nazgul you saw with Amdir attacked the pony. They were in search of the travellers I had been awaiting, 4 hobbits of the Shire. I cannot tell you why they had such interest in my companions, but I can tell you that I will have need of your help again.
I need your aid.
While both you and I have seen 5 Nazgul, their true number is 9. Before I can take my charges beyond Bree, I must know where the other 4 are hiding. Would you travel to the west and speak to Lenglin? I sent him to Buckland to watch over a particular hobbit, but it seems that Mr. Underhill and his friends decided to take a different path and are now here under my protection. Still, Lenglin may know the whereabouts of the remaining Nazgul. He camps on a rise just north of Buckland Gate and may have seen something that will aid me. You must hurry. I cannot afford to delay here overly long. That's okay, Strider. You leave it with me. I'm the man. The dwarf. Okay, out we go. Woohoo! Oh, I think you're tough, dear. Eh? Come on.
Khazad Aimenu!
Blimey. On Bimblin. Someone else down here thinks he's tough as well. Ooh, it won't let me... won't let me kick it off with him. Never mind. Out we go. Right. So we've sorted that out. So we've got a couple of people to chat to in this, what's it called? No Time for Tours. I think I mentioned this is a lot less than what it used to be. It used to take you around everywhere. Everything I did last episode, it used to take you all around there. I've done it anyway because you pick up a few quests and what have you. But yeah, it used to be a bit of a laugh. But now they've just cut it to the main quest givers. The first one is up here. This is, I may as well, I'll go by the road just because I'm showing you things. This is the Greenway, and this is going up towards the North Downs, a place called Fornost, which was a capital of Arthedain. When it was fully Arnor, it was pretty. The capital was pretty much Anuminus. But as the North Kingdom sort of fell apart, ended up moving to Fornost, and the Greenway is the road to Fornost. But we'll be travelling up it, but not for a while yet. Chief Watcher Grimbriar, no time for tours. I am short of officers, newcomer. If you are here to aid me in my fight against the outlaws of the Bree Fields, I welcome you without reservation. My friend Lofar may have need for you as well. Complete quest. Okay, I won't pick up his quest. We are going to come back here. So, pick up his quest nearer the time. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to head towards Buckland, which is exactly what Strider wants us to do. And we're going to work our way back. Yeah? So they send us back to nearly the Shire. And then what happens is we work our way back via the Old Forest, Adzo's camp, and... annoying piggy. Adzo's camp, the Barrow Downs, Grimbriar, who we've just had a chat to there, and eventually we come fully back to Bree. We do a few things in Bree. Oh, there's something else I wanted to show you. I'll do that now, because it's not far. Yes, so we basically just go to Buckland, make our way back to Bree. Do all the quests. Breeland, huge. So we'll be here for quite a while. There are loads of quests. I think there's a few more than the Shire, I think. But it is quite a huge area, Breeland. As I said, they've tacked Buckland onto it. The Old Forest, the Barrow Downs, there's all up to the North Downs, and all south down to Cardalan. Don't know if you can see it. Hang on, just come across here. See that ruin up there? That's the Southgard ruins. So that's one of the places that Ultan wants us to go to kill somebody. And when we were up with Chief Grimbriar, a bit further north is the old Greenway Fort. But we'll do them when we get to them. Won't be for a bit yet. Got the Old Forest, Barrow Downs, Buckland, all that sort of fun first. Everybody wants to do the Old Forest, don't they? It is pretty funky, the Old Forest. I'll show you a few tricks in there as well. Because it can be quite confusing if you're a new player. If you're a player who's played this before, obviously. It won't be new to you guys, you'll know all about it, but we may have some new players. Right, skirmish camps. Let me open my wallet. Right, this shows you, like, I've got all my gold, silver and copper, things like the bingo badges, stuff like that. Tattered shadows, tokens of salutation, blah blah blah. But you also have something called marks. Now I've got 4,287. Main reason I've got that many is I'm a VIP, but I also got a lot of marks, and so will you have if you've been following this playthrough through doing deeds. You'll have plenty of marks, and you can use these at these skirmish camps to buy armor, cosmetics, like anything. Yeah, we're going to buy armor and weapons because, as I said, the armor's good, solid armor. It's fine if you're going to be playing this game the way I play it, which is casually. So we'll go to Robin Oldleaf and we'll get ourselves some heavy armor.
What can I do for you?
So it all comes up here and it tells you how many marks it costs. So after the slash is the amount of marks it costs. Now he's got tons of it. Use the sort of menu at the top and you can filter it. So we're level 23. So we want Recruit of Adlan. You see it's got level 23 there. And these are all the Recruit of Adlan pieces of armour. The first two pieces we want are obviously the purple armour, because it's the best. So he's got two purples at this level. So we'll have the heavy mail, press barter, and they've just took 9 of our marks for that. Take another 9 for these heavy gauntlets. Barter. So we've got the mail, we've got the gauntlets. We don't need a shield. We do need boots. So, but these are just green, yeah. So we barter for those. They only cost 4 though. So we'll barter for those. We need the leggings. We barter for those. We don't need the gauntlets because we got the really good gauntlets. We don't need the heavy mail because we got the really good heavy mail. But we do need the shoulders, and we do need the helm. So we've got ourselves a full suit of armour there, for essentially for free, because of all those marks and stuff that we got through deeds. And this is excellent armour. It's well worth getting if you play casually. As I say, if you're going to do raids and stuff like that, you'll need better stuff. But playing the way I'm playing, you're fine. Bluebell, she's going to give us some weapons. Again, we go to the filter, the menu at the top. Level 23, so Recruit of Arulan, according to her. So let's have a look at the bow. If you hover over it, you can see. Now I've got a hardened ash bow of speed. And generally I look at the DPS. The Recruit's bow of Adlan, it's much better. Yeah, we've got 15.5 DPS on that. So I'll barter for that. The other thing we want, I either want a two-hander. Oh, I should have checked at the bottom. As it is, she doesn't have a purple bow. So that's that's okay. What we're looking for is a two-hander. Now, I think the only two-hander she's got is the veteran recruit's great hammer. Now, I could get two of the swords or two of these hammers, you know, and dual wield, but I like the two-handers. So we're going to swap that because DPS 15.9 and our current hardened iron headsman's axe is 14.7 DPS. So we're going to barter for that as well. Okay. Now, other people you can have a chat with. Jewellery and cloaks, Skogul.
What do you need?
So again, we're going to go to level 23 and see what he's got. So he's got a purple recruit's ring, and these are better than the two that I've got. So I'm going to barter for two of these. And I'm going to go to the amulet. And this amulet is pretty much of a muchness, so I'm going to leave that. And veteran, right, this veteran recruits hooded cloak, much better than the cloak of Cardalan that we've got. So we're going to set that. Okay, so we have got tons of stuff. Yeah. So let's have a look. Polished pendant, that's for a quest, isn't it? Oh, we got a metal smith. No, we already know that. Okay, so veteran recruits heavy mail. Take that. Take those. That. 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 Oh, it's been a bit odd. There we go. So all of that's on now. As you can see, it looks a bit of a bugger, but actually, he don't look too bad, does he? So that is, as I mentioned before, that is what all his bonuses and everything are at the side. Yeah. We see that because we've got it equipped as cosmetic. But there we go. So all that, top banana. So we've equipped him with a load of marks that we essentially got for free through doing deeds. We will do we'll do some skirmishes. I won't do them yet. We'll wait till we get back to Bree. I can actually do skirmishes at the moment. I haven't done any. I'll show you a skirmish at some point. Let me know when I do. Just let me know if you want me to still do the odd skirmish. I can do them, you know, off camera if you know, you're not interested in seeing them. But I will show you one, at least one, when this place here. Those are those turtles, you know, for the soup. But we'll do that later as well, because we'll have to come back up towards Southgard ruins. So we may as well do that at the same time. Okay. So we'll head back to Adzo's camp, have a chat with Adzo. Then we'll talk with Lenglin, just outside Buckland. Then we'll go into Buckland and we'll pick up all the quests in Buckland, and then we'll leave it there. Hopefully that'll be around 30-40 minutes, because I am aware of that'll be a good place to stop as well. So that'll be a win. I know I've been saying, you know, I'll just go till when it's a good place to stop, but I'm glad it's a shorter episode as well, because yeah, I think, you know, having an hour episode and having about 4 in a row, it's a bit much, isn't it? It's nice to throw the odd short one in. Mind you, I'm saying 30 minutes. I've spent ages whittering on there. That's probably going to push it up to about 45. We'll see. Anyway, across the river. What to talk about? let's have some banter. I've been doing a bit of fishing, and I've been doing a bit of bird watching off camera because it's horrendously boring. But my fishing and bird watching is around 30 now, so I'm doing all right. Let's have a look. Bring it up. Let's show all the birds I've discovered. So there you go. Discovered 15 out of 214 birds. I also got a deed because I got all the common Breland birds. And I also caught, while I was fishing, why don't I show you all this crap? Oh no, it's not in there. It's not in there. Fool! If I look in my vault, one of these is, you know, stuff for a house when we get a house. And I caught a colourful char and a delightful dace. And I was able to turn them into fishing trophies. I went to that taxidermist, and the taxidermist turned them into trophies that I could put on the wall in our house. So you'll see those. So while you're fishing, you've always got a chance to get a special, you know, catch a special fish. I've only caught 2 up to now. But I thought I'd show it you, you know. Why not? Because that's what fishermen do, isn't it? Just say, like, look what I've caught. It was this big and all that crap. Right, Adzo. No time for tours.
What do you need?
Yes, you're here to help. Oh, you're here just in time. I need all the help I might find. I fear me dream of founding an inn at this spot is in danger of foundering, even before it has truly begun. Right, so we'll come back and speak to him. Quests in Buckland will bring us back to him anyway. Now Roger, here, he wanted some pipeweed from that guy in Bree.
Tell me what you need or move
So
along.
that ill-favoured fellow Stout Thrush finally came through with our pipeweed. Looks like I owe you for that wager, Larkspur. So there we go. We'll be chatting with him and Larkspur later as well. Ooh, we got something. I got my VIP Prezi. It's a battle potion of restoration. Plus 50 virtue. How very nice. Right. So we'll be coming back here. Adzo's got a few quests. But let's go and chat to Lenglin. And once we've chatted to him, into Buckland. Just keeping my eyes open for barrow iron and ash branches. Because I've got to Master Journeyman now, very much like copper and rowan wood, any that I find I can just put straight onto the auction house, sell it for pure profit, because of all those lazy people out there that can't be bothered gathering their own, and God bless them. Okie dokie. Along the road. I hope we get a sale on that journeyman riding. As it is, I'm just too tight to buy it, but if it goes down to about 1,000 Lotro points, I'll buy it. We could do with a bit of speed. Just that extra little boost, an extra 10% speed, it'll make all the difference. Right, Lenglin is sort of up on the right hand side here. I think we'll have to do a couple of quests. I think it's 1, might be 2, before he'll send us into Buckland. Yeah, he's up this slope. There he is, way up. Oh, congratulations, you've levelled up, love. Oh, he's he's not looking so good, Lenglin.
Greetings.
Aragorn has sent aid. Nazgul, 4 more were in Buckland. They rode swiftly to the east upon black steeds. I was foolish enough to stand in their way, and they ran me down. I will heal in time, but the riders have left a threat in their wake that must be dealt with. I must ask for your help.
Stay a moment.
In the Black Riders' wake, Crebain have taken roost. They are not the common strain from Dunland, but a breed I have not seen before. Likely these foul creatures keep watch on Buckland and the Shire, or at very least me, since they have taken to staring at me in the night. While the Crebain may see nothing of interest, the fact that the enemy has eyes here is dangerous. If we were to blind these eyes, the enemy would not be as sure in directing its efforts. If you would, dispose of the Crebain that roost to the southwest, just beyond my camp. Even killing 1 Craban will go a long way towards blinding the enemy. Right, so we've got to kill 4 of them. But that'll be dead easy, because they're all over the shop. You see them all there. So we'll just stand on this bit of a ridge. This bit of a rise here. We should be able to shoot them from here, especially you. 1. 2. 'And you. Easy. 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 Right, back up to Lenglin.
What do you need?
Good, you have slain those foul birds. The enemy will not be nearly as sure in their efforts now. However, I still have need of your aid. I must ask that you do something in Buckland, as it was their horn call that alerted me to the presence of the Nazgul.
Could I speak with you a moment?
You say that Underhill is with Aragorn. I know of no Underhills. I was sent to watch over a hobbit named Baggins. I must assume that is whom Aragorn spoke of. That he is safe is welcome news, for my fears are somewhat allayed. It was late in the night when I heard the horn call of Buckland. Running to the road, I saw the Nazgul leaving Buckland at full gallop. I tried to stop them, but they ran me down. I feared that they had already found Baggins. The 4 riders passed eastwards towards Bree, but we may discover what they learned, if anything, at Baggins's home in Crick Hollow. It is a cottage surrounded by a high hedge, almost directly southeast of Buckland Gate. If you learn anything there, return to me. What news you can bring me may help determine the movements of the Nazgul. Right, so he has sent us into Buckland. So we'll whiz in there. Pick up some quests. And call it a day. Damn it. Doing them prologue quests, I just got used to being able to run up to anything I wanted without aggroing anything. Keep forgetting now we're of a level now, so if I don't watch it, I'm going to aggro things. Never mind. At least we'll be levelling up a bit quicker. I think I did level up from last time. That's because you get, obviously, experience from crafting. And as I mentioned, I finished off the journeyman levels.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Oi there, stranger. I warn you right now, you ought to stay away from the old forest. The beasts here are all riled up. They've even gone and attacked the hobbits near the old forest tunnel. But, oh, hold on, you seem like the adventuring sort. Think you could lend us an hand? Us bounders came up with a brew of sorts that'll dissuade most things from approaching. All you need to do is set up these jars along the road to the bonfire glade. It'll take a while for the smell to set in, so don't drop your guard in the forest. And don't breathe in too deeply. We'll do that for you, Hob. Right. These guys. These are all Adzo quests, so they'll send us back to
Hello,
Asdo
friend.
eventually.
Could you help me with something?
Adzo Haybank, my employer, aims to have fare to serve men as well as hobbits. Trumrick has people looking for mushrooms that serve hobbit fare, the envy of the four farthings. The fare for men comes from the bountiful boars and bears prowling the bree fields. You should find the boars and bears north and east of the gates of Buckland, between the Brandy Hills and the borders of the Old Forest. Gather some meat, then return to me. Trumrick?
Stay and have some tea.
Hello! I see that you're a person who knows your way around the wilder parts of the world, and so the offer I have for you will surely make your heart leap. I represent Adzo Haybank, an enterprising fellow from Buckland with a grand vision. A vision of building an inn along the Great East Road. He dispatched myself and these men beside me in search of willing folk to assist him with his dream. I seek mushrooms found along the banks of the Brandywine River to the north. Mushrooms to fill and satisfy the belly with a bit of Shire hospitality. Be wary if you go though, for I have heard tell of slimy slugs and nasty vermin in the area. Would you collect some mushrooms for me? Of course I will, Trumrick.
Could I speak with
Ted
you a moment?
Reedy. My employer, excuse me. My employer, Adzo Haybank's Inn, is to be a blend of Bree culture and Hobbit sensibility. He asked me to employ folks to acquire items that will display the nature surrounding Bree to bring a lodge feel to the inn. I'm prepared to pay those willing to do some hunting for suitable objects. North and east of town, between the Brandy Hills and the borders of the Old Forest, you will find bears, boars and wolves. Adzo has asked me to obtain a bundle of coarse bear furs, pristine boar heads and pristine bear corpses and wolf corpses suitable for stuffing. We'll do that. Right, who else have we got? Willie Mack. I think we've got to talk to him later. Celandine. No time for tours.
How do you do?
Hello, hello. You come all the way here from Barlam and Butterbur. He's a sweet dear to think of us hobbits so far away as he is. You must have heard about the troubling goings on in the Old Forest. I imagine, if you're willing to help on that score, there will be plenty to do. Celandine is actually, if you do the Hobbit prologue, she's one of the hobbits, along with that Mundo Sackville Baggins that you sort of start with.
Good day.
But
Might
she's
I have a word
alright.
with you?
Mundo's a git, but Celandine, she's alright. Are you looking for work? Well, it's not much, but maybe you can do me a favour. I inquired about notes on the Old Forest from Farmer Maggot, and have still not received them. Perhaps you would be willing to go to his farm and ask him where they may be. You can find Maggot's farm, Banfurlong in the Marish. That's the Green Hill country in the Shire across the Brandywine River. Cross the Brandywine Bridge and turn south on the River Road. His farm won't be far away. The Buckleberry Ferry would be faster, but the bounders want no one using it for the moment. Farmer Maggot doesn't like trespassers, but he's a good enough sort when you get to know him. Okay, we know. We know him. Right. In fact, we may as well start a bit of this with good old Bingo. We'll do it as we go along.
It's been so long since Cousin Bingo came to visit.
Oh, it's been so long since Cousin Bingo has come to visit. And the area of the house is so dirty and untidy. I wish he'd written a letter to let me know he was coming, but my children are out and about already, running errands throughout Crick Hollow, Newbury and Buckland. Would you mind telling them to come home? You ask Priska how you will find her children and she smiles. I can tell you where I thought they were going if that helps. Angelica loves animals. She's always looking to feed and water the livestock, and even loves cleaning up after them. If there's an animal in jeopardy, she will be there as well, trying to help it. Berrylac likes to help out with the chores, but only if they bring him near to a quiet sunny place to sleep. He's likely sleeping in a haystack somewhere. Camellia left home with a bucket. She was going to get some water from the well. Dinnerdas has been sweet on young Celandine Brandybuck for some time now. She may know where he is. Esmeralda loves to go dancing in the Toad Marsh.
Fosco is unusual among my children in that he loves the river and the ferry and wants to learn boating. He's likely daydreaming not far from the Buckleberry Ferry. I went to the Buckland Fair with Griffo earlier today, but I had my fill long before and came home. Griffo may still be there. He was tucking into his food when I left. Right, we'll find all these as we sort of go around. I think I can remember where they all are, but we're just picking. All we're doing at the moment is just picking up quests. So it doesn't really matter. Oh, what am I missing there? Angelica. Oh, here's the first one. She's just on the roof with this cow. We might as well finish
How
off.
do you think she got all the way up here?
How do you think she got all the way up here? She doesn't want to come down now, does she? Not with all this attention anyway. You tell Angelica that Bingo Boffin, her first cousin once removed, has come to visit. Oh, how lovely. Mother always spoke very highly of Cousin Bingo. I'll head home to see him in just a moment. So we found her anyway. Just gets a quest ring out of the way. This is Crick Hollow. So Freddy Gar, out of the books, he's in here. We're not going to talk to him this episode. We're going to finish there, and we'll do that start of next episode. Oh, here's another one, the one by the well.
Yes? Can I help you with
Yes,
something?
can I help you with something? You tell Camellia that Bingo Boffin, her first cousin once removed, has come to visit. Oh, how nice. I'd better finish drawing the water from the well and bring it home. I imagine adventuring is thirsty work, and Cousin Bingo may well be parched. There we go. Here's Dinnerdas, we'll do him while...
You see before
Ready?
you a defeated hobbit, stranger.
You see before you a defeated hobbit, stranger. I asked Celandine Brandybutt to the festival dances, but she did not wish to attend them with me and told me so. I picked these flowers and everything. What a crushing defeat. You give Dinnerdash your sympathy, and also tell him that Bingo Boffin, his first cousin once removed, has come to visit. I see. I will come home to see Cousin Bingo, and will attempt to adopt a sunny disposition. He will be none the wiser, and next time he comes to visit, perhaps I will have bounced back from this sad defeat. It is to be hoped, is it not? Chin up, kid. I told you about Eldo Swatmidge. Right. You just keep at it. That's the secret. Tolly Brockhouse.
Might I have a word with you?
These are strange days. Most hobbits stay away from the old forest. But my living depends on it, and I've never had any problems. Till now. The forest creatures have all gone strange. I swear that the tree roots themselves moved up to trip me, and now I've sprained my ankle. I still need to collect some mushrooms. They grow in the west part of the forest, between the Bonfire Glade and Bald Hill. Also, please bring some lumber from my seasoning pile. The pile is to the east past the Bonfire Glade and a little south. And I need some sap from the old maple on Bald Hill, east of the Bonfire Glade. I'll gladly split me fee with you. Here, take me bucket for the sap, and thank you kindly. And these three clowns have quests.
Please stay a moment.
Wolves in the old forest have always been something of a threat to foresters and woodsmen, but they've recently become more dangerous and aggressive. We don't want them coming into Buckland, so it would be best to hunt them down now in the old forest itself. There is a tunnel through the high hay, east of here. So these are just like
Might I speak with you a
kill
moment?
things quests. The bats of the old forest have been a minor annoyance in the past, but of late they've grown very aggressive and even dangerous. Could become a plague in the Buckland, so we need to reduce the numbers before that happens. There is a tunnel through the high hay, east of here. And Brumbold.
Please, stay a moment.
The bears of the old forest have always been dangerous, but in the past they were not very aggressive and could be avoided. Now they are roaming all over the place and may even come out of the forest to threaten Buckland if they aren't stopped. There is a tunnel. Yeah, I know where it is. Worry not, my small friends. Okay. We've already got the stable master. We did it when we were on our way to Bree. I think that is it for everybody. So we even did a few of the quests for bingo, but gone the wrong way. So what we'll do next time is we'll talk to Fredigar. We're going to see now, but not actually talk to. Then we'll immediately go and see Farmer Maggot, because he's a bit out of the way. You know, we're heading away from Bree, but he'll send us back here, and then we can concentrate on Buckland and the Old Forest. So we'll speak to Fredigar next time. Let's dismount. Always good to finish with one of the stars of the book. And he had to deal with some Nazgul, you know. So good old Fredigar, he was alright. Okay, so that is it for this episode. I hope to see you next time. Until then, this is me, Cat Weasel, saying toodaloo.